edition of WCW Prime is brought to you by new Winter Fresh gum from Wrigley for icy, cool breath that lasts.
The temperature inside your mouth is 98.6 degrees, the same as a sweltering jungle. Ugh. But the temperature inside a Winter Fresh mouth tastes... Winter Fresh gum from Wrigley's.
Icy cool flavor, icy cool breath.
That lasts, and lasts, and lasts. You know what I'm talking about. Try Winter Fresh gum for icy cool breath that lasts.
Now, from the heart of the jungle, you can bring the new ace to your place. Call him wild. Call him crazy. Call him yours to own on video.
Aren't I the popular one?
Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, now on video.
To make Wendy's new country French chicken sandwich, Dave put a whole breast filet, Swiss, and a Dijon sauce on a country French roll for a delicious taste of France.
Dave, votre nouveau poulet très bon. Muchas gracias.
All set?
You bet I am. Thanks to you.
A few weeks ago with Jesse, I noticed something. Dandruff. So I told him about Head & Shoulders. Regular shampoos just rinse flakes away. Head & Shoulders helps prevent flakes from even forming.
Because great hair can't have flakes.
When I punch the clock, I'm a working machine. I got boots to do the job. Got my Wolverines. I can tame a wild jackhammer. Breathe out miles of interstate. I can work like hell, never get the blues. Cause I feel like heaven in my Wolverine boots. Wolverine door shots, guaranteed comfort for your money back. Work like hell, feel like heaven. Wolverine door shots, made in the USA.
All set?
You bet I am. Thanks to you.
A few weeks ago with Jesse, I noticed something. Dandruff. So I told him about Head & Shoulders. Regular shampoos just rinse flakes away. Head & Shoulders helps prevent flakes from even forming.
Because great hair can't have flakes.
All right, fans, welcome back to WCW Prime. And Dusty, you know, we've talked about coming up on WCW Uncensored, that giant versus giant match. We'll have details about that in a moment. But talk about giants. I mean, we've got two of them right here. The Shark and the one-man gang and one team.
Yeah, you know, we talked about team when we come on the air. You know, the Steiner brothers come back in WCW, man, loaded for bear. Got into it, if you will, with the Road Warriors. Yep. But Road Warriors got a date with Booker T and Sting at Uncensored Chicago Street Fight.
Well, I got to tell you, a really controversial conclusion to that match. The Steiners were essentially, I don't know, how do you want to say it, just attacked from behind by something that the Road Warriors brought in from outside the ring.
Yeah, but then they come, you know, about a week later, they come right back and jump the Road Warriors, so it's give and take. And speaking of big guys right here, the Shark in a one-man gang.
The Shark reputed to be about 500 pounds, and the one-man gang about 400. These guys both about 6'7", 6'8", and that's young Eddie Jackie, who's actually a big man, relatively speaking, but really tiny compared to these guys. Oh. I think, Dusty, it's probably time now to talk about that giant versus giant match coming up live and only on pay-per-view at Uncensored, and you know who the two participants are.
Well, the Loch Ness. The Loch Ness is 700 pounds. He come all the way across the pond, if you will. And he wanted Hogan, and he got sidetracked in this situation now. And the Giant is the Giant of WCW. Biggest man in the world. They're going to lock it up at Uncensored in Tupelo, Mississippi. I got a big party at Elvis's old house the night before. The magazine going to be down there. I've rented the old house, the old homestead of Elvis. I'm right down, it's right across from Pit Boys, right there in Tupelo. It's going to be big.
That boy's loving you right now.
Well,
hey, look.
They should. I got my check. Did you get you? What check? Oh. Forget it. Watch this. 747.
Oh, no. Splash. And that's going to do it for Bill Payne and Eddie Jackie and the Shark and the one-man gang. I guess there was never any doubt as to the conclusion of this match, just how quickly it would end. Members of the Dungeon of Doom.
And also look at WCW where the big boys play. Right here on the Prime. You see two of the biggest. You know, that Bill Payne, ever since he set up that Olympic deal in Atlanta, he ain't fared too well.
That is not the same Bill Payne, and you know that. We've talked about that before. We'll see this again.
Right here, you see the big power slam. This is what? What is this?
Pet Boys Power Pin of the Week.
Yes, the Pet Boys Power Pin of the Week. And this is one of the big Pet Boys right here. As he looked like a big can of motor oil as he drops down on him, gets the 1, 2, 3.
WCW Uncensored, as we said, coming up. It's Giant versus Giant. I Quit Wrestling. The Doomsday Match. Man versus Woman. Chicago Street Fight. U.S. title. How much more can there be in one exciting pay-per-view? It's all coming up live and only on pay-per-view from World Championship Wrestling. We're back on the Prime in a moment.